You're listening to The Messy Middle, the podcast that holds space for all the in-between moments. I'm your host, Mila, and if this is your first time listening, welcome. If you've already heard the trailer or intro, then you know this isn't a polished self-help podcast. This is a space just to be, to sit with the truth of where you are right now. And today we are talking about something that a lot of us feel but don't really know how to name. The space where a friendship still exists, but it doesn't feel like it used to. There's no fallout, no big blow up, no betrayal, just a slow shift. A vibe that feels a little off. A rhythm that doesn't sync like it used to. And instead of it ending, the friendship just lingers. You're still friends, but not really. Maybe you don't talk as often, but when you do, there's still that familiar, hey girl. Maybe you keep showing up to their birthday dinners out of tradition. Maybe you still tap through their stories. Maybe you still love them. But if you're being real with yourself, it's not what it once was. And if you sit with it, you'll realize it hasn't been that way for a very long time. Sometimes the hardest part is that nothing really happened. There's no fight, no betrayal, nothing dramatic to point to, which means it's easy to gaslight yourself into thinking you are the problem. Like you're being distant, or you're not a good friend. But the truth is, people grow. You've grown. They have too. And sometimes the only thing still holding a friendship together is history. And there's grief in that, because you remember who they used to be for you. You remember what you both shared, the inside jokes, the late night talks. But memory alone isn't enough to sustain a relationship. And pretending that everything is still solid just to avoid the discomfort, that's a slow kind of emotional erosion for both of you. So what do you do with that? You don't have to make a grand announcement. You don't have to stage a friendship breakup, but you can get honest with yourself first. Ask yourself, do I feel nourished in this relationship? Am I holding on to this out of love or out of guilt? Can I show up as I really am, or am I shrinking just to keep the peace? Letting go doesn't always look like slamming a door. Sometimes it's just loosening your grip, creating more space, honoring what was while accepting what is, and giving yourself permission to stop forcing closeness where the truth is there's only comfort in distance. Because still friends but not really is real. And you're allowed to outgrow someone quietly. Quick reminder, don't forget I'm giving away 5 free copies of my book, The Weight of Light. If you missed the details, go back to the end of episode 3 where I explain how to enter. Thank you guys for listening as usual and for sitting in this truth with me. If this episode reminded you of a friendship that's changed, send it to someone who might need to hear it too. Or just sit with it and let it be what it is, uncomfortable, but honest. Come back next Tuesday, we'll be in another middle. See you next week.